Hey guys, Matt here. So this is honestly a new style of video I want to try doing. Other people do this, so I figured, hey, why not throw my hat in the ring, throw in my opinions, and let me know if you guys find this helpful. So, Jasmine and Ampharos. This is going to be a kit deep dive. Are they worth it? What's out now? This is just something really to help warp your own sense of, hey, this is everything this does, this is everything that's out. Is this worth it? So Jasmine releases in a few hours. Jasmine is dropping tonight. She is electric, weak to ground, obviously, and is a support. Now, if there's one thing we know about supports, their EXs are super good. Most of them age very, very well. Even Phoebe has her uses to this day. Support EX carries for the most part when it comes to damage modification. And let's get right into it. So this is Mega and not Mega. So Support EX with Mega. Examples being Blue and Blastoise, Sabrina, and there are a few others as well, but Blue and Blastoise SSB is one of the most notable examples at how powerful a Mega support is, because you're guaranteed the Mega Evolution if you sync with them. Like, it's insane. Now, with EX in mind, your defenses go up to 380, which isn't terrible. Now, if we compare that to said Blue and Blastoise, I'm just drawing comparisons here, so everyone has a good idea of what's going on here. 405. So it's 20 less defenses. Fix that. So it's 20 less defenses. So you're not as bulky, raw stat-wise. And HP is about the same. So it evens out at the end. Now, let's go over skills for Mega and Base. So Base, you start with Endurance. So we all know what Endurance does. When you're full HP, implies Endure, it is sturdy. Or I guess the better example would be Focus Band. All because you don't have to be at full HP for this Endure effect to keep you at 1 HP. It's just a free recovery, basically. Now, full bracing command 9, 100% chance of raising defense and special defense when its trainer uses a move. So your trainer moves. This is not like Thundershock or whatever else is here. Yeah, Thundershock. This is the rest of your stuff. Your potions, your super effective up, and your comforting light. So you'll be getting defenses while doing that. Then team critical command, 100% chance of raising crit rate when trainer uses a move. So when you're buffing, when you're healing, you're giving everyone crit rate. That's very, very good. So something you could do right out of the gate is you can heal with half HP CS parameter and give everyone crit rate. That's an idea. You want to do a strike sync nuke? Super effective up. Give everyone crit rate. You can top off everyone's crit rate like that. So you can just Thundershock for the rest, and like Team Critical Command is a very, very good passive, and this is only base, so you don't even have to sync and get worth out of it. Now, Mega Skills. Debut Regen applies gradual healing the first time the user enters the battle each battle. So when Mega enters the field, you get HP Regen. That's very, very nice, especially because Thundershock is a 1-bar move. You can just spam it for healing. Full team bracing command +9, so raise both defenses by 2 when trainer uses a move. So you can do half sync parameter, sync immediately, still get defenses even faster. And team critical command 9 stays. So it doesn't go away when you Mega. That is very good. Now these don't change, but for the sake of argument, I'll just have it as Mega so you can see the stats. So Thundershock, as we said, super effective up. This is like Snorlax. Apply super effective up next to an ally. So you can just give an ally super effective up The biggest difference is that this pair does not have countdown, and you have 1 crit rate instead of 2 because of Team Critical Command 9. Potion healing, so it's more specified single target healing versus Snorlax's AoE healing. You could compare this a little bit to Lucario as well. Lucario and Cynthia, where she has potions. She has some form of healing for herself. It's not all ally healing like the Team Triage tank. And she gives crit rate, but it's not when using Vacuum Wave, and you need to use that as well. This is just built in. And her defenses can shoot up with the full bracing command. So this pair can get very, very tanky. Heals a bit, super effective up, not as much utility. Very similar issue to Lucario as well. Does not give any form of offense besides crit rate. This is base kit. Let me emphasize that now. We're gonna go over the grid in a minute. That's why I said it's 1 out of 5. And sync 160 base power, standard for a 192, I should say. I just remember it fucking goes up. Not max, not the 300 base power, not whatever attack is. Makes sense because it's a mega. This is something that they do to megas to shaft them a little bit for in turn for the increased stats. But the instinct buff is double. That is the EX effect. We all know how that works. Now, base kit, this is still very, very good. But you have to remember, this is a seasonal banner. This is the base 6% rates, and the step-ups are not the greatest if you were to pay. So keep that in mind when going further with this. Comparing this to fairs, fairs will come back more often. Fairs are more worth your money, honestly. We're gonna get fair selects with them in them. So if you're like, oh, I don't have Snorlax, pick them up through a select. You're better off doing that. You're better off waiting for him to rerun because he's rerun several times already. You're better off waiting for Snorlax. Lucario, God knows when she is going into rerun. If another example, Blastoise, he's out right now. Technically, you could pick up in a select in the future. Like, fairs are way more easily accessible than seasonals. Seasonals are just FOMO if you like the character, things like that. So now grid, this is where stuff gets fun. 1 out of 5 is next to nothing as usual, but base kit is still fine. Base kit works. 2 out of 5, you get access to electric train stuff. You get some potion stuff. You get NPR. This is what Snorlax has at 1 out of 5. This is what makes Snorlax so good. But except this is 2 out of 5. And Snorlax gets the MP recovery. Ampharos doesn't. If she had Sync Burst, that'd be amazing, but whatever. Team Grand Entry, Team Fierce Entry. Now this applies to Mega and Base. If you guys remember how most entry passives work, with the exception of like Head Start, this is very good. So this is her offensive top-off support. So like how Snorlax has his max Knuckle to give everyone +2 attack, Ampharos can give everyone either +2 special attack or +2 physical attack depending on what you need. And since your EX support is a part of your setup, this will count as a part of your setup. You will be EXing with Ampharos first. You get the attack buffs, you get the support buff, you get the crit rate from Team Bracing Command, but then you quickly go into whoever your other mon is, whether it is someone like Alder, and they're spamming Snarl, which does happen. You can use this as top off for that, just to counteract the Snarl a little bit. There are other examples, but that's just the first one that came to mind. Now, 3 out of 5, this is where the fun stuff comes in. So we have Catalyst and Adrenaline. Adrenaline's fine. If you have a second Sync Nuke, or if you have a Sync Nuke and you're rushing towards it, this will help with that. Catalyst, if your team struggles a little bit with move get acceleration, this will help with that. The only downside is no real speed support. because Comforting Light doesn't give that. It's just an ally gets +3 defenses, which is pretty good. Gradual healing for them and endure. So it's really just bulk. This pair is all bulk, not as much offensive support. More potion stuff if you want to go that route. Static cling, 100% chance. You leave the opponent paralyzed. So if you need a paralysis setter, this isn't a horrible idea. Team Shout, 50% chance of raising attack, special attack, or both when the user is hit. So this also meant to be a tank, which we knew that. Let's be real here. So if your allies need more than +2, they need a little more help, you can go Team Shout. Xerneas has this. Blue and Blastoise has this. That's why I kept comparing it to Blue and Blastoise. So it's not a terrible idea. Now, this is what I would really value with 3 out of 5. Clever Friend and Mighty Friend. When the users move targeting an allied sync pair, excluding field effects is successful, raises physical moves next, and special move next equivalent. So you're super effective up next. This is giving physical next, or special next, and the crit rate. The only downside to this is this pair does not have countdown. For a seasonal pair, this is very, very good. We don't have all that many physical next supporters, but we're getting there. We're getting more as time comes out. Callum also gives it. Celebi, which is a tech, gives it. Flygon gives it. That's all off the tip of my head. I don't have a list here. But this is such a big deal. It's a free 40% on your next hit with a super effect up modifier. Because at least Flygon, his super fed next is tied to his TM, and his physical special next is tied to his Sandstorm and or Max Move if you have that node for the special next. So that's still 2 separate actions. This is 1 action. This is ridiculous. So if you want to go for Ampharos, 1 out of 5, and you can stop. You can candy in the future. If you want to go for a full 3 out of 5, I think it is very worth it. Each step has something worth it. Base kit is good. You get super effective up MPR, which is very good. You get team support, which is good. Then 3 out of 5, you get your physical special next. You get adrenaline. You get catalyst. All these are very, very good passives. Now, here's the biggest question. The pair is good. We just dictated that. What's coming out? What's here? Serena is one of the most broken pairs in the game. If you're struggling with the Legendary Arena, chances are she can solo it for a gauntlet. That's very good. Calum's a very good support, having two terrain effects. I don't know, field effects. That's the word I was looking for. A zone and a weather. 2 field effects. Also gives physical next. Has healing baked into his kit. Callum has so much going for him. Serena has so much going for her. Then we're getting the Master Fair reruns being Ann and Reshiram, Lily and Lunala, and Steven and Shiny Rayquaza. Those will each be their own videos on how worth it they are. But since they're reruns, you should probably know what they do. So if you know what they do, if those are who you're waiting for, pick and choose. You have to be careful. If it means you skip Jasmine, skip Jasmine. By all means. We can get her in the future. Fairs are better, in quotes, but she does so much. She does so much that other fairs and Master Fairs do, but obviously dials it back a little bit because she's a seasonal. Her kit's very good. Master Fairs that are coming back and are here are very good. So choice is up to you. March is half anniversary. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.